Welcome to Life with AI, Unlocking Your Third Brain. In these short episode series, we'll unravel the profound ways AI is reshaping our lives. Dive in with me as we uncover tools and insights that empower you to elevate your health, intellect, and help you work with maximum efficiency. I'm your host, Richard Fala. We all know that AI is changing the way we do online shopping. And with the holiday season around the corner, there's an estimated 223 million consumers ready to spend an average of $1,500 to buy gifts, accessories, clothes, and so on. Now, how AI is going to interface between us as the consumer and the product, how it's going to optimize and augment that experience, and how you and I can use some off-the-shelf products to help us get the best deal possible. This is the topic of today's episode, and I'll be focusing on the front end of the house, the consumer like you and I, not the back-end operations for merchants, because there are sets of tools available just for the back-end to help with the operations and maximizing revenue. Before I get started, I would love to invite you to join our beta release for OpenBuild.ai. We are building an amazing AI-powered studio to help you drag and drop recipes powered by AI so you can work more efficiently with your team. Again, it's OpenBuild.ai, and as soon as it's launched, we will send you an invite to give us feedback. Let's get started, and as usual, I'll be sharing my screen and switching back to the camera so you can see some of these things I'm showing you in action. The first I wanted to share are browser plugins, and this is to get you the best deal possible by allowing you to do price comparisons and getting alerts when products drop or become available. In this particular case, I'm going to take one extension called Honey. Honey has been on the market for quite some time. You can go to your Chrome or Firefox plugins and install it directly, and then you can pin it to the top as you see right here. I have it as an extension. And then as you're browsing around different websites, you will notice at the top, it might give you like 22 that counts some of the deals and things that I've found. Sometimes it's in form of coupons. You can see them right here, which you can apply on the checkout. And they don't always work, but it has some internal community managed feedback that helps kind of get the best potential coupons that will work. The second effect for this plugin is the price comparison, which I really like. So this will show you historical data on the price drop for this item, if it detects it, that is, and if you're getting the best deal possible. If you'd like to watch it further and get alerted when the price drops more, you can always click watch for price drops and follow the prompt. So it's a really helpful tool to kind of identify if you're getting the best price possible, if the price went up and down, and if it's fluctuating a lot. I know there are different plugins that do the same thing, but I do trust Honey, which was acquired by PayPal, and I've been using it for years. So this is the first tool that you can leverage, or tools, set of tools, are price comparison plugins and extensions. The second tool is Stock Alerts, and this kind of also extends on the previous plugin. This one is powered by Shop Savvy or something like that. You can look it up. But how many times we try to buy a product and it's out of stock, and we keep on coming back to see when it comes in restock again. This particular web plugin, or they also have an app on your phone, it alerts you when a specific product is back on the shelf. So it's a really helpful tool if you are focusing on a product that you really want and it happens to be oversold. The third, or this is kind of segueing to how you'll be interacting with products, is through virtual try-ons and previews. In this example, I went to an eyewear company and it took a couple of pictures of my face, and as you can see, it placed the sunglasses on my face with 3 different angles. Now, this is not a new technology necessarily, but it's getting smarter, more accurate with this augmented reality view, and most importantly, a lot more companies are making it available on the shelf for these e-commerce stores to integrate it into their shops. Now, everybody knows that some items are really paying to try online, like glasses, clothes, shoes. It's best if you actually go to the store. So the point of virtual try-ons is going to minimize ordering the wrong product by helping you assess to some extent how this will look like on your own body, your own face, feet, and so on. Now, Google is putting a lot of effort in this. I believe they have a new, they haven't released it publicly, but I read that they have a new diffusion model which takes your picture, a picture of a product, and you can see how the product looks on you. And they're using, the stable diffusion model by, breaking it pixel by pixel, the product and your picture, and then fusing them together to identify the fit. So great stuff being built in the virtual try-ons world, and you'll certainly be using them in this holiday season. And then we have chatbots. I can guarantee you've chatted with an AI agent in the last week. If you're buying something online, if you're trying to access your own account and do refunds, ask for suggestions. So chatbots is probably one of the fastest growing categories in AI, because you can train models on existing data sets, and you can have a face or a public facing interface, which in this case is a chatbot, that's going to answer based on the data being fed. That data could be your own database of products, patterns of previous purchases, your own also data on your consumers once they forego some verifications, and so on. So chatbot powered by AI for customer service, recommendations, and so on is definitely a way that you're going to see online shopping being augmented. Then we have smart shopping lists. Now, quite frankly, I tried a few online. They claim they're powered by AI, but ultimately what I end up finding is something powered by ChatGPT or OpenAI. So I reverted back, and I think the best way to create your own shopping list is to use ChatGPT with some of the available plugins. In this example, I have ChatGPT with a plugin called Amazon Find. So I'll show you exactly how that works. This is really powerful. I'm going to use it. So in this, as usually, I load this stuff because it takes time to wait for the results. But I asked for ingredients for a sweet potato pie. It gave me the results, and then you can see the plugin activated at the top. I asked it to find those products on Amazon. So not only it did find the product, it actually hyperlinked it to the product directly. So now I can go in and buy it. All right. So this experience is very seamless. Obviously, I can integrate with other tools. For instance, Notion, I can integrate with any third-party plugins available that allow you to create tasks and to-do lists. But honestly, using ChatGPT natively, along with some plugins, was my way to go when it comes to creating smart shopping lists. Now, the second part of this, which extends on the previous point, is voice shopping with Alexa, Siri, and Google soon to come. And the reason this is really powerful, because if you looked at what I showed you earlier on the shopping list, where I was able to identify the products, I can do this through my phone by speaking to Siri and speaking to Alexa. Now, this has happened before, but it was limited to some extent. Now, with the new language model, especially Amazon is investing heavily in AI models. Alexa is becoming a little bit more human sounding than they used to before. And the context, the longer conversations are even more possible now. So you'll see more voice shopping experiences being launched. I think they're pushing on, making Alexa smarter when it comes to shopping with a new LLM model that's being released at Amazon. And so is Apple and Google trying to do the same. So voice assisted shopping is certainly an area where you see AI augment our experience. Now you have some browser extensions to continue on the previous one, particularly ones that finds coupon and deals. Now I know that Honey does provide coupons, and that's one of their added all-in-one feature. But also there are others that I try to use In some cases I found helpful. For example, Capital One, they have one of their plugins that try to find coupons. But honestly, it doesn't work on all the time. This is why I haven't really used it as much. So for example, it didn't identify this product. There's also Karma, another plugin, which is reliable enough. You can see it's similar to Honey, which shows up right here. And I can do a little bit more kind of organizing for the different categories. You can create lists and notify when price change or drops specific amounts. So it has some nice features available as well as an extension. So finding the right coupon is really easy right now. It can be done through your browser and is totally possible. Now, AI recommendation is nothing new, but it's becoming so good that I'm actually scared to go out and shop on Amazon and certain websites. But what I like about it is always the products that are relevant to my interest that are showing up. So it's scary in a way because that if you have an impulse buying habit, that could be destructive because you keep on buying things that they're suggesting to you. But if you are a cautious shopper and you only want the things that are relevant to you, this is actually a little bit better way to interface with, let's say, Amazon or others. So personalized recommendation is certainly an area of growing accuracy, I would say. And not only that, Amazon themselves, Amazon AWS, which is their infrastructure branch. So people building products like us, developers, they could use their own product recommendation engine that's really, really powerful. It powers Amazon. Now you, as someone who might just open an online store, you can literally deploy these models a lot easier and a lot more affordable than they ever were. So that's where things are going to be showing and be playing in the background. Now, last but not least, Google Shopping Graph. And this is really important because Shopping Graph, and I believe, hopefully I got the number right, Google archived over 35 billion products. Let me see if I got this right here. 35 billion products. That means they have product names, photos, categories, sizes. And you can imagine the amount of things they could do with this data and the compute power that Google has in their data warehousing. So what that translates to in your shopping experience, if you go to Google and you search for a product, you can give it more context, including maybe sizing, including some preferences, age, and it will try to find from the 35 billion products things that are quite relevant to you. All right, so this is kind of, in my opinion, one of the leverages that Google has over some of its competitors is the wealth or the depth of products that they have in their shopping graph, as they call it, that allows them to provide better suggestions, find the right product that's right fit for you, and use their new vision model. I forgot what they called it, but so you can try this product right there in their interface without the vendor themselves kind of offering that feature on their site. This is really powerful. And I think Google will lead the way when it comes to optimizing and personalizing online shopping. So this is it. These are ways where you're going to be interacting with AI this holiday season and how you can find the best deal possible as you're trying to purchase your next gift. If you like the content of these episodes, please like, share, subscribe. I would love to have you in my community so I can get some feedback and understand how I can improve the content. Thank you again. Happy holidays to you, and I'll see you on the next episode.